Hey, what is up guys? And I know what you might be thinking. Who's this guy? Well, I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, but a lot of you might not know that because 99% of the videos that I do, I'm actually doing a voiceover and I'm behind the camera all of the time. But I want to change that and actually get myself on camera a bit more, as it allows me to do a bit more in terms of versatile videos and just in general show myself off to kind of be the face of Copper vs Glass. Now for the longest time I have been using the Blue Spark microphone. Now this is a really awesome microphone for voiceovers, but it is attached to my desk. I can't really attach it to the top of my camera, so it is useful in some situations and the sound quality is great, but it's not really good for a more run and gun sort of situation that I want to kind of get into. So what I actually went out and done was pick up the Zoom H1 microphone, which is a really awesome portable microphone just to go on top of my camera. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a quick look of the actual microphone itself, and I'm actually going to be using it throughout this whole video. So if you guys want a really good example of how this actually sounds, then just watch the rest of the video. Let's take a look. Okay guys, so with this microphone there's really three main things that I want to focus on. Looks of the actual microphone itself, the sound quality, and also the ease of use of the microphone. If I'm going to have something attached to the top of my camera, I want to make sure that it's really easy to use. I don't really have to worry about it all that much. So first up, we have sound quality. Now the reason why I've put sound quality at the start is because I'm not really going to go into too much detail about the sound of the microphone because I'm going to be using it for the rest of this video. So if you guys want to get a really good feel for how this actually sounds, then just watch the rest of the video and leave a comment down below as to exactly what you think it sounds like. Maybe go and watch some of my previous videos where I'm using the Blue Spark just to see a bit of a comparison, and you guys let me know how it sounds. I personally have had a quick listen to some audio that I've recorded and it does sound pretty good. Maybe not as good as the Blue Spark, but you've got to keep in mind the price point of the Zoom H1, as I actually picked it up for under £60 here in the UK, which is a real bargain for such a really awesome microphone. Now we'll go into some of the actual details of the microphone itself. So with the microphone you've got an X and Y mic design which captures really good stereo imagery. Now what I mean by that is it doesn't just capture the left channel or just the right channel, it captures both, which is both good and bad. With the Zoom H1 it will pick up some background noise, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. However, if you're using some sort of editing software, in my case Final Cut, there are ways to edit the audio within the actual software itself, or you can download a specific program like Audacity which has some really nice features built in to kind of get rid of some of that background noise. It's also got a low cut filter and auto level controls, and what I mean by that is you can actually control the levels straight from the Zoom H1 itself. So again, you can do this after the fact in some editing software, but if you can do it on the microphone to save a bit of time, that's definitely a good thing in my opinion. In terms of recording functionality, it's also extremely good as well. Now the Blue Spark that I've been using does have an XLR input on it, as you can see just on the bottom here, which means that I can't really just plug it into my camera and use it. Now with this, it is going to be separate audio, so I'm going to have to sync it after the fact, but it just kind of works. You just press the record button, put in a AA battery, and then it does the rest for you. It's got a 10-hour battery life, which is really awesome. The great thing about a 10-hour battery life is if I use it for this video, it's going to take me maybe half an hour to an hour to actually get all the voiceover and film everything that I need to do. Then I can just take the microphone off, put it down on the side, and I know for a fact that when I come back and use it again, it's going to have some battery in it, which is really awesome. I don't really need to worry about it all that much, but if the battery does die, which can sometimes happen, it's just a AA battery. It's really simple to replace. Now, number two is going to be the actual looks of the microphone itself. Now, this is a very simple microphone. As you can see, it does have a matte texture to it, which I'm personally a fan of. However, it can sometimes pick up some fingerprints, so that's something to keep in mind, but you're not really going to be touching it all that much. At least for me, I've set everything that I need to in terms of the levels and the profile, so all I really need to do is just press the record button and I'm ready to go. It's got a really nice chrome accent in terms of the actual microphones itself, and you can see that they are very protected as well. Now this is a super light microphone. It's really easy to use, really easy to carry around, and you can either use it attached to the top of a camera like I'm doing now, or you can just hold it in your hand. You can get an actual arm for it, or you can even use a smaller desktop stand. As you can see here, I've got this Manfrotto tripod, which is usually used for smaller cameras if you want to get some time lapses or just a more steady shot. or I can just plug in the microphone to the top, as you can see here, because it does have a standard thread on the top, which is really awesome, and again, it just makes it really versatile as well. Now you've also got all the buttons on the side as well in terms of play, pause, fast forward and rewind, because you can actually listen to your audio back straight away using the Zoom H1, as it does have a built-in speaker. You've also got a line in and also a line out, so you can monitor everything that you need to do, and you can also plug in a more higher end microphone as well. So that's definitely really good in terms of making a really versatile microphone, as you don't have to use the Zoom H1. You can use it more of a bypass for another microphone. It just really depends on what you want to use it for. You've also then got the display on top, which is going to have everything in terms of recording time, levels, and also the actual recording that you're doing currently in terms of the time you're doing it for, the recording that it actually is on the SD card, as it allows you to switch between different recordings that you've done to listen to them and also play them back. You've also then got your micro SD card slot on the side here, which is very easy to get access to, and the great thing I love about the Zoom microphone is it does actually come with a standard SD card adapter, so you don't have to worry about going out and buying one yourself, which is a really awesome thing. Next up then we have number 3 and the last point about this microphone, and that's going to be how easy the microphone is to actually use. Well, all I've done is put the microphone on the top, set my levels based on some advice that I found online, and just started to record. I hit record on the back of my camera and also then on the microphone. I clapped a couple of times to make it more easy to sync up the audio once I've finished filming, and that's pretty much it. It's a really simple solution. You don't really need to plug anything on or worry about anything. You can, if you want, plug in some headphones to monitor the audio and do a couple of other things to make it, you know, a bit more personal to how you want to use the microphone. But for me, putting it on top of my camera using a hot shoe adapter is super simple and really easy to use. But to be honest guys, that is kind of going to do it for this Zoom H1 video. Now as I mentioned, I'm not really going to go into too much detail about the quality, as I want you to let me know how it sounds either by leaving a thumbs up down below or just leaving a comment down there for me, or you can actually contact me directly on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. Now I'm going to have a bunch more videos coming out very soon with me on camera and also behind the camera, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you get all of those videos straight to your inbox. And I'm Michael, this is me, Michael, from Copper vs Glass. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.